Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a rank sprint game in my Z39, going over the matchmaking. Have a Duke of York, Gneisenau, Sinop, Fuji, a Fiji, a Miyoko, and Akatsuki on the enemy team. My team, we've got a Hood, Gneisenau, Sinop. My div mate in a Belfast, a Shores, and my Z39. The map is Riposte. It's 2-cap domination. And right off the bat, I'm going to approach this battle a little differently than you would otherwise see with or how you would probably expect this game to go. And looking over the matchmaking, this is why it's important to pay attention to what you're facing. There's no radar. The one destroyer, he's faster than me, but I'm in a Z39. I've got smoke and hydro to push him off. So my thought process is, I can push up here, delay A cap, keep things spotted, and just delay the enemy, tie him up here, while we send my entire team in here to B cap with the radar. My team, they don't really understand what's going on. The issue with this map is that if you don't send stuff to the opposing cap, you get ships that can just sit up here and just free farm your team that's spotted by a ship back down here. And I'm trying to give them vision up here so they're able to shoot, and they can also move into the cap. Now I am RPF detected. That's telling me there's most likely a DD here. I'm not going to try to slow this video down. It just crashed on me when I tried to do that, and I want to try to avoid making 4,000 different versions of this video to try to get one that actually works. Time and distance tells me the Akatsuki is up here on A cap. I'm popping speed boost, I get detected. Akatsuki is well inside my hydro range, and I just smoke up and I go to town. My pre-fired torps force the Akatsuki actually further inside my hydro range, and I'm just, expanding my smoke, giving me more room to work, and just gonna keep hammering on this Akatsuki. And I mean, you can tell already I've just really worked this guy over. He's already down, a little more than half HP, and it's just gonna keep hammering this guy. He's just now getting ready to leave my hydro range. Unfortunately, that last shot misses. And I'm going to need to get the pedal on the metal, because you could see on the minimap that Fiji was coming. And it's important that I'm actually, very extremely close to being detected, like less than 100 meters. If I would have completed this turn like I just did, I would have actually slowed down enough that Fiji would have spotted me. It's something I see with a lot of destroyers, that when they're right on the razor's edge, they still, try to complete that full turn to the ideal bearing that they want, and they end up just getting caught by the ship chasing them, and then they end up getting punished. Now this is what I'm looking for, is I've got these cruisers by the short tails. There's nothing these guys can do. They can try chasing me, they can, whatever. I'm faster than them. They have no radar to counter me. So I'm looking, and you can see what's been, that Akatsuki, he's just in trouble. He just got thrashed. I did land a torp, I think, on their Gneisenau. He's flooding right now. You can see it ticking. But right here, I'm just focusing on keeping these guys lit I got battleships down here that they should be shooting these guys. Got this Myoko, he's chasing me. The Myoko may actually have RPF. And you'll notice he's running right at the bearing for me, so... But by doing that, he's opening himself up to my Gneisenau and my Synop. Throwing torps out here, I was expecting him to kind of kite in this direction. And that little bait right there, where I just moved just inside spotting range. And I basically was trying to bait this guy into turning out, opening his guns up, and trying to shoot at me. And it basically worked. He turned and opened himself up enough where one torp hit. And now this guy's really in trouble. Now the one issue is I'm right on the border. Normally that would be really bad for a destroyer. However, I'm a German DD. Okay, he shot me. He's spotted by his smoke, fire, and concealment. I've switched to AP. Wow, this game is freaking out. 150 millimeter AP on broadside cruisers. Don't mess around. He does nick me with an HE shot, and I just derp another salvo of AP right into a superstructure, and that cleans up the Myoko, and pretty much puts us a ship up. We're looking fairly good, 520 points to 384. And I want to push back in here as quickly as possible and get vision reestablished on the enemy team. So already spotting the Duke of York. Want to get pushed in here on this Fiji. Again, being aggressive with my consumables. I don't get paid to bring them back to port, so, you know, using the speed boost to get here roughly 8% faster. Call on target on the Fiji. I don't know how this guy hasn't been blasted out of the water at this point, but, you know, it is what it is. Now I'm looking at the Duke of York. I'll see if it's okay. It does lock on to him. I'm looking here to see what's this guy gonna do. Is he gonna turn south, or is he going back to A? And you can see he's creeping to A. So I launched just a fairly tight pattern of torps, trying to pinch this guy against the island. I think that he's gonna try to bow tank my battleships that are pushing into ACAP. So I just want to help my battleships out by basically ruining this guy's day, just stabbing him in the back. Fiji's turning out to try to rush me. I am still RPF located. Maybe it's the Fiji. And the torp prediction is fairly good. There's the high caliber. That really leaves the Duke of York in a little bit of a conundrum. Here I'm just taking advantage of the confusion. The Fiji is fighting for his life with my Gneisenau. I'm just gonna go and start throwing shots out there, try to get a little bit of extra DPM on this Fiji. And this game's rapidly winding down. The important things to note here is, you know, the vision that I provided as this game wound down, or as the game progressed, how I delayed things, and, you know, something really critical in the early phases of the game was the punishment on the destroyer. When I was just looking to, you know, get some basic resets and just delay the cap a little bit, it turned into a major damage dealing opportunity, and it led to some catastrophic issues for the enemy team. Gonna go ahead and wind this one down. I kind of walked you through some of the decision making processes for when I'm basically gonna play aggressive and you know, try to shake something loose. I'm pretty sure the enemy team did not expect the destroyer to basically go 1v6 up here and you know, live to tell the tale. So gonna go ahead and let this one ride. This guy's gonna go down here shortly. So hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.